Good morning to all my godly brothers and sisters of this world. It is 13th September 2020 and the revised course Murli is of 22nd March 1986. And the topic of the Murli is purity is the foundation of happiness, peace and joy. In other words, the basis of happiness, peace and joy is the purity. So purity is the foundation of peace and prosperity. So the whole of the Murli is focused on purity. Since the focus of the Murli is on purity, it is appropriate to understand the broad meaning of or the broad definition of purity first. When all the three thoughts, words, actions are pure, that is, there is unanimity in the thoughts, words and actions in respect of purity, it is called purity. But we have to take very broad meaning. We are not to confine ourselves to the confined meaning of the purity. And the broad meaning of purity is not only confined to the celibacy, doing meditation and reading godly versions, that is, reading Murli or listening Murli. It is fine to observe celibacy. It's fine to observe celibacy, doing meditation, reading Murli, listening Murli, but besides, to follow the Brahmacharya, that is, the conduct of Brahma, or the path followed by Brahma, or character, including the lifestyle of Brahma, is called absolute purity. That is, lifestyle of Brahma in thoughts, words and deeds are to be followed in order to be pure soul. But along with this also, as we are taking the broad definition, we are describing the broad definition of purity: no lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego, jealousy, hatred, laziness, etc. There should be in the conduct while acting on the path of Brahma. It means we have to renounce lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego, jealousy, hatred and laziness also in order to be pure soul. But what is the conduct of Brahma? The conduct of Brahma is first Nirakari, that is, considering self and all others as souls in thoughts, words and actions. Our vision while watching others should also be Nirakari, that is, we are to see others as souls. That is, in thought, words and actions, we are souls and others are also souls. And the second is Nirvikari, that is viceless. In thought, words and actions, that is not to do any sinful act. And the third is Nirhankari, being egoless, humble, that is to observe humility in thought, words and action, that is our conduct should be humble. Our thoughts, words and actions must carry humility. There should not be a trace of ego. This is the Nirahankari state. Then, thereafter, what does our sweetest of the sweet, God Shiva, Bab Dada, bestows on the pure souls in this Murli? During the churning of the Murli, it has come to the surface that God Shiva has specifically noticed his children everywhere having holiness and happiness as virtues. Specifically, God Shiva has noticed the virtues of holiness and happiness of his children all over the world. Such a gathering of his children with holiness and happiness as the virtues can be seen only at this time of Sangam Yuga. Such a congregation of the sweet children with divine virtues of purity and happiness can't be seen in the whole of the world, except gathering of the Brahma Kumars and Brahma Kumaris who have imbibed purity and have made elevated and determined thought to be pure and lead a life of purity. Baba has made comparison with the other worlds of the other children of the world with the Brahma Kumars and Brahma Kumaris in respect of the virtues. Particularly he has taken in consideration the virtues of purity and happiness. Nowhere else in the world can anyone have this elevated and determined thought to imbibe everlasting purity so as easily you children, that is the BKs, have imbibed. Further, God Shiva, that is Bab Dada, whom we lovingly called, said, all of you, his children, consider it to be very easy to imbibe purity. Because of the divine knowledge imparted by God Shiva, that you are souls, not bodies, as you have understood yourself and become vicious since copper age, that is Dwapar. Your original and eternal form is pure. As a result of this knowledge, you have very easily adopted this reality of purity. You have received the knowledge of your original home, that is, your home is pure home, that is Shantidham, and your original religion. Your original religion is purity. Your father, that is God Shiva, ocean of purity. And your original form, that is, you are a pure soul and has come in this world to do noble, pure acts. With this divine knowledge, you have made impossible as possible. Whereas even great souls of this world consider this to be impossible and unnatural to remain pure, that is, living without lust. Now you can challenge to the world. Your original form is purity. Now God Shiva has also shown the power of purity. What power of purity God Shiva has shown next is, he says, where there is purity, automatically there is peace and happiness. Where there is purity, automatically there is peace and happiness. Purity is the mother of peace and prosperity. God Shiva says, he imparts this knowledge to his children who has committed themselves to be pure. Purity is the foundation. When you are holy, purity is the foundation. And when you are holy, you are bound to be happy. When you are holy, you are bound to be happy. The sign of pure soul is that they are always happy. God Shiva has told that the pure souls are always happy souls. And the sign of pure soul is that they are always happy. Constantly they are happy. So the secret of happiness unfolded by God Shiva himself is purity. The secret of happiness is purity. This secret has been unfolded by God Shiva, that where there is purity, there is happiness. Where there is happiness, there is purity. The secret of happiness is purity. A great secret has been revealed by God Shiva to his children all over the world, not only to the BKs, that the souls who adopt purity or commit themselves to lead a pure life, they always feel happiness. Without purity, it is impossible to attain permanent peace and happiness. people of this world are running from pillar to post, that is, working hard in search of peace and happiness. But they don't know that the purity is the foundation of peace and prosperity. They are not aware that the purity is the foundation of peace and prosperity. They are running helter and skelters in search of peace and happiness. And they are not aware that purity is actually the foundation of peace and prosperity in accordance with the God Shiva's knowledge he has imparted to his Brahma Kumar and Brahma Kumaris. No doubt, they get happiness. No doubt the people get happiness who are working hard in order to find out the peace and happiness. They are running from pillar to post, helter and skelters, in search of peace and happiness. They get happiness, no doubt, but momentarily. They get peace and happiness momentarily. And what happens along with this? They bring sorrows and peacelessness with the luxuries or the attainments by the hard work they do, but not permanent peace and happiness they get. But God says, you pure souls are without sorrows and peacelessness. You have become emperors of land without sorrows, not emperors of the old world, that is the land of the sorrows. All of you children have adopted the foundation of purity, peace and happiness. Automatically come to you, pure souls, just as the children automatically go to their mother. All of you children have adopted the foundation of purity. Peace and happiness automatically come to you, pure souls, just as the children automatically go to their mother. No matter how much you try to separate them from their mothers, they will still go to their mother. It is a beautiful example by God Shiva given to his children, that purity is the mother and peace and happiness are the two children of purity. Where there is purity, where there is mother, the children will rush to the mother. They will not get them separated from the mother. Where there is purity, which is mother, peace and happiness are the two children. Where there is mother, the children are there. Peace and happiness will follow the mother. It's a beautiful example worth noting. Where there are the powers of purity, peace and happiness, and the treasures of all the powers as your birthright, there can't be any wave of sorrow or peacelessness, even in your dreams. Where there is the peace of, where there are the powers of purity, peace and happiness, and the treasures of all the powers of as your birthright, there can't be any wave of sorrow or peacelessness, even in your dreams. Sorrow and peacelessness don't have the courage to come in front of powerful souls. You have become an embodiment of solutions on the basis of the powers bestowed upon you by God Shiva as a result of the purity you have adopted, which have been advised by God Shiva to his children. Not even a single sorrow you have now. So this is the main part of the Murli, and further the blessing God Shiva has given to his children is very beautiful, how to get the respect in the society, whereas the people are asking for the respect and respect is not being given to them. Here the God Shiva has told his children how to get the respect from the other souls and how to be a charitable soul. And the blessing is, may you be a charitable soul who has self-respect by renouncing any trace of arrogance. May you be a charitable soul who has self-respect by renouncing any trace of arrogance. How to be a charitable soul? By having a self-respect and renouncing the trace of arrogance. The process is given by God to his children. In order to fructify this blessing to be a charitable soul. How to be a charitable soul is being explained by God Shiva to his children in the process. method has been given by God Shiva to his children. God's children who have self-respect are the bestowers, merciful, and give respect to everyone. You merciful bestowers have blameless intelligence, impeccable intelligence, and don't find fault with anybody. Rather, uplift the fallen and make them cooperative. In return, you are being respected by others and you become charitable souls. This is the way by which the children can become charitable souls, by being self-respectful and giving respect to the others. And the slogan given by God Shiva to his children, his slogan is very splendid. The specialities of contentment and happiness enable you children to experience the flying stage. The children who have the contentment and happiness as a result of the purity they have adopted enable them to experience the flying stage, that is, they remain at the top of the world because of the purity they adopted, as a result of which they are contented and happy and remain in the flying stage. This is the slogan God Shiva has given. So this is the Murli, main part of the Murli, along with the blessing and slogan to his children. And so thank you very much for the patient hearing, and thank you to God Shiva who has explained how the happiness, peace and joy can be attained by cultivating or committing to be pure and leading a life of purity. In other words, you can experience heaven by imbibing purity as way of your life. Thank you very much. Thank you, God Shiva. Thank you to all of you who have a patient hearing.